Look at that bubbling goodness. Just look at that. Shredded beef cannelloni. Come on. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing one of mine. We're using ready cook cannelloni tubes. We are making a cheesy shredded beef cannelloni. And we are also using tomato soup. Okay, I've got about 2 cups. I've got about 250 to nearly 300 grams of shredded beef. You know, you get your beef and what do you do with it after you've had it with your roast beef? You have beef sandwiches, beef whatever. This is changing it up to a really substantial, good quality meal. So that is shredded beef. I've just pulled it all apart and some of it I had to run a knife over. And we have some cottage cheese. So we got a little bit of a cook gonna go on here. We've got a little bit of chopped onion and some garlic. Cook with whatever you want, whatever oil or butter, up to you. This is olive oil. Pan on. We don't need it too hot. In there with our onion and garlic, and we're just gonna saute that out. Now you can cook for colour if you want, that's up to you. It's not really needed, we just need to get rid of the rawness of the garlic and the onion. So if it tinges, it tinges. A little bit of pepper in there, a little bit of salt. I'm not going too heavy on the salt. Stir around. Now in my recipe list I'm going to put half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of oregano. I'm going to use a teaspoon of Italian herbs and I'll put that in there as well. So it's your choice. A little stir around. Flame off. Cooking done. It's really that good, this recipe. Now, like I say, I am using condensed soup, tomato soup. So you want to get that in there. In it goes. And we want about half a cup of water, so we can give that a rinse out. That is job done. And a quick little stir through. That is our sauce. How easy is that? Take a bowl, in there with our beef, in there with our cottage cheese. Let's have that in there mixed up. Whoa, look at that. In there with our onion, garlic, and those herbs. Mix in. Okay, we want to be going in there with about a cup of freshly grated mozzarella. Give that a mix in. And that is our fantastic mix to go inside our cannelloni tubes. There you go. How easy is that? And it smells fantastic. It really does. Okay, I'm using cannelloni tubes which are no cook. Now there are a couple of ways that you can actually fill these tubes. You can fill them with a spoon or you can put them all in with a piping bag. There we go. And I'm using this particular brand and it's no cook. You can take your cannelloni tube and you can stuff it all in there with a spoon. Just like that. Stuff it all in. You can take a piping bag and you can fill it all up and squeeze it in. Now to squeeze that in to those tubes, we have to cut quite a decent end off there, because this has to go inside and fill those tubes up. Take your piping bag and you shove the end in there like that, and you squeeze in, and we will squeeze all our mix into there. Nice and steady all the way down, and then when you've done one, go on to another and keep going. Okay, so once we've set it all up like that, it's quite easy really. We want a tray. So that tomato soup mix, we want a little bit in the bottom of there. And then we want a layer of our cannelloni in there. Like that. We're going on there with a little bit more of that. I'm going to hit it up with just a little bit of mozzarella. And then we are going back on there with those. We're going on there with our soup mix. And then we're going on there with mozzarella. And we're going to put a bit of parmesan on. And I'm just going to actually put a few little herbs over the top of there, like that. I'm going to just herb it up a little bit. Got some parmesan on there. Now we need to be covering this. We're going to cover it with foil because it's going to be baked for about 20 minutes. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on there actually. So cover over the top, nice and gently. We don't have to go crazy with covering. Nice loose fit, just so that when it goes in the air fryer, it doesn't blow off. We want the oven on. We don't want that in. We want the oven on, and we're setting the temperature for 180, 26 minutes. I'm going to give it a warm up for 1 minute, and then it's going to cook for 25 minutes covered. Then we're going to take the cover off and brown it. That's how simple this cook is. That is going straight in there. On it goes, 25 minutes, we take the cover off. Okay, there we go, we get that out of there, and then that is going back in without the foil on. Be careful you don't get burnt. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's have that back in there. Another 10 minutes. That's good enough for me. Let's get that out of there. Look at that bubbling goodness. Now that is absolutely red hot, so we're going to have to leave that about 6 or 7 minutes. Let it cool down a bit and we'll get in there. So I don't think we're going to wait any length of time. I think we're going to get straight in. And let's have some of that out of there. So we know where it is. It's under there somewhere. Just look at that. Shredded beef cannelloni. Come on, let's get in. The favourite bit. Cannelloni tubes. Come on. In there. Look at that in there. our filling in there, all that cheese over the top, crusted up. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. In here. Oh, that filling is absolutely delicious. Oh, it's all cheesy, stringy too. Oh, that is how to use up your roast beef. In fact, let's come in there. There's our filling there, look, our beef. That is absolutely marvellous. What a flavour combo that is. Serve that with a nice, fresh, crisp salad. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. There you are. That is how to use a can of soup and some roast beef, a little bit of seasoning, ready to cook cannelloni sheets and a bit of cheese. Fantastic, fantastic, tasty meal. If you like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.